global harmony and peace. So, good afternoon and good evening, one and all. It gives me immense pleasure for having invited me here today. I'm fortunate enough to speak about transformative power of dance, body, mind, and beyond today. I reverently thank Francois for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and also thank CID UNESCO for identifying us. Next slide, please. My background: I'm a third generation artist. My grandfather, Natyacharya H.R. Keshumurthy, he was devoted to the classical dance, and more than 70 years he was working towards the upliftment of dance and development of classical dance in South India. My father, second generation, more than 50 years he was involved with dance, various aspects of rhythm, dance, music, composition, choreography, all the aspects he was involved for more than 50 years. And now I'm fortunate to be the third generation. For the last 30 years, I've been practicing dance and I've been teaching dance for the last 20 years. So today, I feel fortunate to give this wonderful talk in front of this elite crowd who are also from the dance stream from across the world. So it's very satisfying to me to project our culture, our dance to different parts of the world, and we have a phrase in Sanskrit called Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, which means the entire world is our family. So that way we dance are all one family, and that way I'm very fortunate to speak about the importance of dance. Next slide, please. So, related to my topic, the first, Bharatanatyam as a yogic practice. Bharatanatyam is not just performance, it is Sharira Sadhana. What it means, it is like disciplining the body. We have to take care of our entire body. For a guitar player, they should be proficient with their fingers to play. They have to practice over and over again. And even after practicing for many years, if they take a gap for a month or so, still they will be able to continue. But dance, it's not like that. You might have practiced for 10, 20, 30 years. You take a gap of 1 month, the next day you won't be able to get up and dance. You will need practice, warm up, so many things. So our body is our instrument, isn't it? So we need a lot of, we should condition our body, and we should always keep it agile and ready to move and flexible. That's why it's the most difficult instrument to master. We can master a sitar, guitar, violin, or a percussion instrument, drums, but to master dance, you may have mastered at a young age, you may not be able to do at a later age. Athletes retire at 25, 30, nowadays 35 max. But dancers, if they have to keep agile and keep dancing, you should stay fit. So that way, it's important to do the Sharira Sadhana. That's the Sanskrit phrase. That means to condition our body and make it equipped for dance. So how do we condition? It's like a disciplined training of the body, breath and awareness, like yoga. So there are conditioning with, in yoga, we do different forms of like breath control. How do we control our breath as we dance? Because we will gasp after a few minutes. In classical dance, especially South Indian dance, we do 90 minutes recital, 2.5 hours recital, 3 hours recital. How the artist balance the breath is very important, and that comes with constant practice and conditioning oneself with the breath. And yoga karmasu kaushalam is a Sanskrit phrase which says you should be proficient in whatever you do. And especially in dance, if you have to be proficient, you have to condition it. So Bharatanatyam is like a practice, like a discipline, regular, rigorous routine, which we have to follow to be always able to perform. Next slide, please. Body as a sacred instrument. The dancer's body is treated as a temple. Deho devalaya proktaha. What it means, we visualize the God in our body. We shall feel the divine energy flowing through us. Any form of dance, we will feel the positive energy, the positive aura inside us that reverberates outside. in our secret texts, what they say about contemplating on dance is to make an audience reverberate with our expressions. First, we should feel the emotion. When I am happy, the audience watching us will feel happy. I am plastic, like a plastic, without any expression, I am dancing. The audience, 2 minutes they'll watch and then will read the magazine about what it is or something. They will not continue to watch. If they have to watch, first the rasotpatti, the sentiments has to develop in our heart, in our mind. We feel the rasa, it propagates to the audience. So in Sanskrit we call it the sahridayi, which means the emotion that we feel, the audience feel. You would have always seen the motion pictures where a beautiful actors do such a wonderful expression, and there's some unhappiness, some sad situation, somebody dies in the family, tears roll out from the actor's eyes. But as a viewer, we also feel, and we also feel like crying. Actually, it doesn't make sense. We also know he's an actor. He's just enacting something. It is not a real situation. It is done for the camera, the proper setup. Then why should we feel that emotion within us? That's because sahridayi, we try to connect our minds with the episode that is happening. So that's the power of dance. Let's move further. In dance, we have mudras, especially in classical dance. Every mudra will target specific neural pathways to our mind, how our mudras affect our movements. Each hasta, each mudra can project a different viewpoint about what we do. To explain, let me give a simple example. This pataka, if I have to slap somebody also, you can use. If I have to tenderly touch a child's face and do it, still use. The same, this is the basic first gesture in classical dance. It's called pataka. We hold it like this. Slap or a tender, gentle touch. It's so tender that the newborn baby, you are scared to touch it. If you touch it harder, something may happen. You're so gentle, you're careful when touching. So same hand, same way. The mudras, so we have 28 asamyuta hastas in classical dance. Asamyuta in the sense single hand gestures. Quickly I'll run. Pataka, tripataka, ardha pataka, kartari mukha, mayura, ardha chandrascha, kapa, karkata, swastika, stata. Like that we go various mudras in dance. So, and as we see our Indian culture, specific mudras are there for specific purpose. When a person is in meditative mode, it's said, if you hold your index finger with your thumb and try to focus on a single thought, whatever you do, whatever you believe in, it gives a sense of concentration. Same way we try to imitate those things in dance in a stylized way. That's the way we show. And connected to yoga mudras, these are the regulated mudras that we use in dance as well. And there is something called samyuta hastas, where we use both the hands, like Anjali, Kapota, Karkata, Swastika, Dola, Pushpaputa, Utsanga, Shivalinga, Katakavardhana, Kartari Swastika, Shakata, to show a demon who wants to destroy Shakata, Shankha, the conch, Chakra, the disc of the Lord, Chakra, Samputa, to show something very safe. I don't want to show to anyone, it's very secretive about it. Samputa, Pasha, to show enmity, and Kilakosha, to show love and friendship. Like that, Shamdamsha. Oh my God, what happened? See, the mudras itself does a lot of talking. My heart is palpitating. Samdamsham, Mukula, to show fire, simple. Samdamsha, Mukula, like that. There are many mudras which have specific meanings, and each mudra has been structured in our classical dance. First of all, I should have answered a very basic point before I deep dived into this. In Indian dance, there is a segmentation of 3 types: the tribal dance, the folk dance, and the classical dance. What is the difference between these? In folk, let me start with the tribal, where you see the joy and happiness of people dancing. There is no structured patterns, there is nothing technical about it. It's just the happiness and harmony amongst people which make people get along together and get up from the floor and form circles and celebrate everyday day-to-day activities. That is the tribal dance. Then comes the folklore. in folklore, what happens? India is a very diversified country with more than 25 languages. So each region has their own language, the food they eat, the way they speak, the things they eat, everything changes. So whatever is followed in that specific region, those literature, they get up and down. That is the folklore. Then comes the main important thing is the classical dance. What is classical as per Indian text is, which can be codified in a book. This hand has to be held like this. When you have to show a specific emotion, which limb in our body should be exercised, how the eyes should be. If I have to show Krodha, should my eyes be like this? It should be like, I can also get angry like this. But this is not dance. This is a normal person's behavior. In dance, we have a codified way to get angry like this. We cannot get angry like this. This is not dance. So like that, there is a structured treatise, and the oldest available treatise is the Natya Shastra, which still they have not able to date back when it was written, but they say 3000 years back the Natya Shastra was written, and it still evolved wherein it's called a Lakshana Grantha. Lakshana Grantha means it doesn't have any poetry, it doesn't have any story, it doesn't have any specific narrative things. It only structurizes every anga, pratyanga, upanga, major limbs, minor limbs, and other organs of our body, how it has to be used in dance, in dramaturgy, in while singing, how to condition our vocal cords, what has to be learned. It's a Lakshana Grantha, a reference manual to dance and music and dramaturgy. That's the Natya Shastra. Let's proceed further. Okay. Rhythm and breath integration. So this is a very key aspect in dance. I always, when I'm teaching my students, I always say, if you can sync your breathing habits with your dance, you will be an excellent dancer. Usually, when the children start learning, forget children, even experienced artists try to hold their breath and dance. That's not what we want, because if we hold our breath and dance, we can do for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute. It depends on the individual capacity. We should be able to breathe in any position of our body, in any motion, especially in classical dance. We'll be doing motions in 3rd speed, 4th speed. So in that, they will hold the breath and dance. That's not what. How do we control our breath? So you would have seen a sprinter running fast, 200 meters sprint, 400 meters sprint. They run with a lot of warm up and they run, and then finally they'll collapse and sit after they finish the run. But in dance, it's not so easy. We do even harder movements, 3rd speed, 4th speed, and the next avritam will be doing a very slow controlled movement, very slow graced movement. How is it possible? That's why I always say a sports athlete training conditioning is easier than a dancer who has to undergo various body transformations and still have a hold on the breath, what they are going to do. So coming to the specific slide, Aduvus demand rhythmic breathing for lung capacity, cardiovascular benefits through sustained movements, solucatus synchronizing breath movement and the mind. So let us say Adu. What is an Adu? It's basically a combination of few mudras which is set on a specific rhythm pattern. So in Indian music, there are 35 talas, 35, the time interval. The simplest, which is most popular amongst any system of music is 8 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Takka dhimmi, takka jainu, takka dhimmi, takka ta. Takka dhimmi, takka jainu, takka dhimmi ta. Takka dhimmi, takka jainu, takka dhimmi tai. So this is the 8 beat. So like that there are 35, which are 3 beats. Takkita, jikkita, tongkita, tam. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 beats. Similarly, there are 5 beats. Taka takita, taka takita, tat takita, tat tam. Dit takita, tom takita, nam takita, kluk tam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5. Similarly, there are 7 beats. Takita, takka dimmi, takita, takka dimmi, takita, takka dimmi, tam. Takita, takka dimmi, dikita, takka dimmi, tomkita, takka dimmi, tai. And why I'm showing the breath part is we have to while we recite the Solukatus, we should have the control. Otherwise, in between it will come. So we should have a conditioning way of saying. There's a 9 beat. Dhin takita taka dhimi tom takita taka tak takita taka janu din takita taka janu. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So like that, there are 5 jatis we call. Jatis is basically set into rhythm. So 3, 4, 5, 7 and 9. Takita, 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 takita. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Takadhimi, rakajanu, rakadhimi, tam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, tam. Takita, hit, takita, tom, takita, tam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tam. Takita, rakadhimi, takita, takadhimi, takita, takadhimi, tam. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, tam. Takita takadhimi dhik takita takadhimi tom takita takati nam takita takadhimi tam. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So we have to regulate when we recite the bowls in dance. And how do we do? For example, when we say jati, I will say a fast-paced jatis. If we don't have a control in our breath, neither will be able to dance nor will be able to recite. Takuta nekuta rekuta jekuta jikuta taditta taditta takaditta kridita taliginatom 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 takuta nekuta jekuta jekuta jikuta taditta taditta kriditatom ditta kriditatom tom ditta kriditatom tam. So we should have control on our breath. So by practicing dance and music, and I just recited, but if I'm dancing, it's even more challenging to do highest tempos. Let's go further. Next slide. Abhinaya. The heart of the thing is the Rasotpati. When we feel the emotions, it evokes happiness, joy amongst audience. And my wife Mansi spoke about the sentiments. As per the Natya Shastra, there are 8 sentiments, and later the 9th sentiment called Shanta was added. The first is the Shringara. Shringara is admiring the beauty. It can be a man towards a woman. It can be admiring the nature. It can be admiring how nice every situation is. So, and the way we enact Shringara, masculine and feminine, it's structured in our treatises. So, Shringaram. Takadhimitam. You're looking so good. You come here. So nice. And she blushes. She looks and she blushes. She is scared to revert back to his signals. Shringara. Hasya. There is stages of hasya in this. Hasita, upahasita, atihasita. Hasita is, smita is like gentle smile, dignified gentleman. They see something, they don't over smile, just hasita. Okay, so funny. And then there's something called demonic smile. What it is? This is the demonic smile. So there are stages. So it depends on the context, the story we are enacting, what we are doing, the stages of smile. Then hasya, karuna, empathy. She was speaking about the dog. It has fallen. What wrong? Why did it get hurt? There was no mistake. I feel so sad for the dog. The dog is hurt. I feel crying. What happened? Is it still okay? Is it still alive? I'm breathing heavily. I don't know why I'm feeling so much sad about it. This is Karunya Rasa. Shringara Hasyakara. Raudram. Red with anger. I will kill everyone in this war. I will not leave anyone. I will not spare each and every one of you who are here. I will take into action. Raudra. Then the Veera, that's a gesture of a brave warrior. He is confident of doing anything. Come what may, I am there to protect you. Don't worry, I am here. What do you want? I will take care. You be calm. Those enemy soldiers are coming. Let them come. I am here. When I am here, no fear. That is the Veera. Shringara, Hasya, Karuna, Raudra, Bhayanaka. Something scary is there. I don't want to go there. okay if I breathe loudly? Let me hold my breath. That is the Bhayanaka. Shingar, Hasya, Karuna, Raudra, Veera, Bhaya. Bhibatsa is hatred. So it's thinking somewhere. I can't tolerate that smell. I can't tolerate this lady. She speaks non-stop. I can't tolerate that person. Bhibatsa. Then the final thing is Shanta. Always calm and composed and in a blissful state of mind. That is the Shanta rasa. So like this we have 9 rasas. Along with that, nowadays we have added 2 more sentiments. A motherly love towards a child. Oh, tender child, so sweet you are. Let me then gently peck you. You're so innocent. I'm so fortunate. That is the Vatsalya we call. Then the Bhakti, as Indian culture, always emphasizes on surrendering to the Almighty. I surrender to you. I bow down to you, God. It's a different feeling where the human beings surrender to the God. The Bhakti is the predominant, and some people say it's also a different rasa. So apart from these 9 rasas, these 2 sentiments people do add. So and expressions by feeling and how it is important. Once we, it's like venting out our feelings. Once we are able to express, our minds become light. We feel clear. Our thoughts will be present in the current time. Otherwise, our mind is always constantly thinking with this cell phone in our hand, with the doom scrolling, we are thinking what next. Our mind is not stable. But when we feel the sentiments, even the audience at that moment will live with us and they are connected. So that is the advantage of dance. Let's go further. Next slide. Natya Shastra, psychological wisdom. So I already spoke about the Natya Shastra, that is the oldest treatise, which is 3000 year old, Lakshana Grantha. After that, more than 20-30 books have been written, Shringara Ratnakara, Sangeeta Ratnakara, Abhinaya Darpana, and many other books. So these are all Lakshana Granthas which describe how each and every Anga, Pratyanga, Upanga, emotions, music, dramaturgy, body language, everything should be performed. These are all described in the Lakshana Granthas, and it's important that we should be aware of these, though they are centuries old, how we can relate to the current era, how it's still a part and parcel of any medium of expression or dance. Loka Vrittanuvartihi, that means that I already spoke, it's a reflection of what the society is. America, here the popular thing is ballroom dance. So how it should reflect what people can connect themselves. If I bring a story of India and do in front of you, it may reach, it may not reach. If I am enacting a story that is present here in a day-to-day life, in the folklore, in the culture, people can relate the characters. That's why it is written Loka Vrittanuvartihi. How the society is there, what people can connect their minds, we should choose episodes that people can relate better. I cannot bring some story of art and some people may connect it, some people may feel it boring. So that's a very important wisdom from our Lakshana Grantha. Let's go further. Next slide. Mindfulness through motion. Dance is a moving meditation. Presence in drishti, hasta and sanchari movements. Reduces mental cluster and improves concentration. I have spoken on most of the things already. Of course, dance is kind of a moving meditation because we need not do anything else. In our main book, the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that we need not to be a religious priest or a philosopher. If we are practitioners of dance, that itself is a wholesome knowledge. And when we do with lot of devotion and surrender to the Almighty, it will grant us liberation. That's the essence. And presence in mind. See, there's one more popular slokam which we teach the children of the younger era. Yato hastas tato drishtihi, yato drishtis tato manaha, yato manas tato bhavaha, yato bhavas tato rasaha. Yato hastas tato drishti. Wherever my hands are there, my eyes are aligned with that. Yato drishtis tato manaha. My mind is focusing on where my eyes is standing. Yato manas tato bhavaha. There I get the feelings, and finally it will evoke a rasa in the person who is watching that. That's the essence. So dance counts as self-help. If you can relate with your dance, it can be for self, it can be for public. If you are able to dance, you don't need any other form of ways to be fit, be healthy, be clear of all the mental and physical stuff. Let's go to the next slide, please. So, learning dance. So, dance, long-term practice builds resilience and humility. Consistency shapes character and inner strength. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi. Nothing can be learned overnight. My students ask, sir, you showed a movement, but I did for a day or two. I'm still not able to do. I say, I mastered this movement after 2 years of practice. You people are mastering in 2 months. So you should be proud of yourself. So it's consistency. It needs practice. Over my 30 years of research, I speak to my students always, what is dance actually? It's like disintegrating every part of our body. Irrespective of whatever my hand is doing, my legs should continue to do what it has to do. Irrespective of what my legs and hands are doing, my mind should be able to enact something else. So it's like not dependent. By default, everything is dependent. If my hand goes, my legs goes, my eyes goes. But if my hand is, I have to bend, I have to train myself reverse way. I have to stretch my legs differently for the hand. Like disintegrating doesn't come overnight. We have to practice and practice and practice. It's a lifelong journey. There are artists who have dedicated for 50 years, 60 years, 70 years to dance, and they will still say, we are just learners. So that's the humility of dance. Let's go to the next slide. Spiritual dimension, bhakti and transcendence. Dance become prayer. Nrityam paramam upasanam. It's like a means of offering through dance. When egos dissolve, it leads to flow of state of mind. So in a correct, when energies are blocked in our body, it's always having set to create a problem. Shatchakra Nirupanam, we have a popular grantham which says all the key energy spots, there should be no energy blockage in our body. Then only the thoughts, the mind, the physical health, the mental health, everything is possible. So that is possible when we come out of all the egos, when we have the humility towards the teacher, and we learn with the utmost devotion, respect, and respecting the art, the culture. It will always gives us back in one way or the other. And it also connects dancer to the higher levels of consciousness. And you always feel with the eternal, I am at peace. I don't need any external source to keep me happy. Nowadays, I see a lot of people saying that the quest of life is to find internal peace and happiness. So when you connect with your dance, it will lead you to that sense of accomplishment, happiness, and to connect with the divine. Next slide, please. Healing benefits: physical, mental, and social. Improves posture, mental stability, strength, flexibility. Reduces anxiety and emotional balance. Cultural grounding and enhances identity and belonging. Everything in dance, like for example, improves postures and whichever form of dance you do, you need to have a fine perfect posture. Any form, Indian, Western, classical, anything you say. So the posture, by practicing it, that's the use of dance. Reduces anxiety and tensions. We forget all the external world when we are dancing, and we live with the moment. That's the not past, not the future. The current moment we live. That's very good. By practicing dance, we get that. Cultural grounding and enhances identity and belonging. Yes. So culturally, we feel united with the artists. This CID UNESCO itself is such an example that artists across the globe are united. And we feel connected. We hardly we know most of the people here. But when we say the dancers are coming, there is a sense of warmth, a connectivity amongst people. Let's go to the next slide, please. Why dance matters today: healing and identity, community and culture, and holistic well-being. I think I've spoken on all of these, and it's very important that we have to identify the healing benefits and holistic well-being is very important. The therapeutic benefits of dance is innumerable. If you feel it, if you just plastic and do it, nothing comes. But you have to feel that the right emotions and do it. Next slide, please. So this come to the final phase of my slide. So dance unites body, mind, and the spirit. Ancient wisdom for the modern life. And I'm so happy that I could put forth my thoughts on dance, what I feel. It's like rekindling the same emotion, not only for you people. When I speak about my culture, my art, I feel more need of the hour to get up, dance. It's always easy to, especially in Indian dance, we usually sit in one place and conduct the class. We don't get up and dance along with the students. But when I speak so much benefits of dance, I feel no, I should get up, I should dance along with my students and perform. So that's the charismatic power of dance in itself. And once again, I would like to thank Francois for sharing my thoughts about the benefits of dance and how it is relevant. So I reverently thank him. Before I conclude, I'll just have 1 minute of dance, because after speaking so much, as an artist, I feel incomplete if I don't perform even a minute. So it will emphasize in this small 1 minute of audio. I'll be more focusing on the footwork side. So I'll be depicting its use of symbols, the tala, the mridangam, that the symbols that we use to play dance, and how Lord Shiva, who danced with these symbols in the fun. The whole music is just a minute, and I'll conclude with that. Once again, thank you, Francois, for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you. Yes, I think we have a lot of history on healing through dancing. I have 2 microphones here. I will take a moment, basically, as you can see, from China to India, and now I'm going to take you to Mexico.